everyone, it is AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card today. So this is what messages do your ancestors have for you. So we're going to be asking who are your ancestors, or what ancestors are coming through for this particular reading, and then we're going to hear what they have to say, guys. So I'm imagining that this will be a pretty straight, don't even, you know what, we're just going to take it for a ride. It's open-ended, so we're going to see what messages do your ancestors have for you. What do they want you to know right now? So take a moment, meditate, pick a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I will see you at your pile. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and I'll see you in a few, guys. So thank you so much for your continued support, and I'll meet you over at your messages. All right, so let's move this out of the way. Clear this stuff, move this down. Alrighty. Hello everyone, it is AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. So this is if you picked pile number 1 with the lapis lazuli crystal. And this is what do your ancestors have to say to you? What do they want you to know right now? It's really open-ended, guys. I am starting off with who are your ancestors, what ancestors are choosing to show up in this particular reading, and then we will get into what they have to say. So we'll look at your Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is, Memories of Hope. So you got the special Yu-Gi-Oh card. You got a really special Yu-Gi-Oh card there. So we'll see if that ends up playing any role into the reading. At first, I didn't think that the Yu-Gi-Oh cards did, guys. But then I've been doing more readings with it, and they really be tying in. So here we are. So let's start off pile number 1 for what do your ancestors have to say to you? What do your ancestors, who are your ancestors? What ancestors are tuning into this reading? Who are they? Destiny. Wow. So I definitely feel like this is somebody, this particular ancestor or spirit that's coming through. I feel like they were a grandparent. I'm hearing very strongly, but they might have been a grandparent in like your past life with the memories of hope and this destiny. But this is an energy, this is an ancestor who really takes a very, very maternal energy is really what I'm getting. It's very much a grandmother type energy is kind of what I'm seeing. I feel like it's a feminine, but let's keep going. That could change, but I don't know why I got that. I have an image of, I see country. I see a lot of land. So this person was very much of the land. They could have been, as I like to call them, some of the original people of this land. Okay, let's keep going. Scorpio, I transform. Okay. So this might be a recent grandparent. This might be a recent grandparent who passed away if it's from this life. If not, then this person has definitely taken a special interest. This particular ancestor spirit has taken a special interest in your development, and they've been there when you've had very transformative experiences. If you've had any near-death experiences, particularly in a car, won't resonate with everybody. But this person who's coming through right now, this is the person who saved you. This is the person who halted all of this. Oh my gosh, I feel super emotional, guys. I don't know why, but this ancestor really is super protective of you and wants the best for your entire survival. They're very intensely linked to Archangel Michael, I'm hearing. So this person has a lot of fire, passion, energy. They do not play is what I'm hearing. And they didn't play on this earth when you knew them, and they don't play when it comes to you in the other dimension that they're functioning from. And I do feel like this is an energy that has protected you through multiple lifetimes. I don't know. For some of you, you'll know, but for some of you, this is really from a past lifetime, a grandmother particular from like a couple lifetimes ago. Leo, I will. So I imagine that this person is certainly a descendant of royalty. So your ancestors are extremely royal and very protective. Very much, I'm getting drawn to the pyramids, Nefertiti. I'm seeing, so there could be a link to Isis, or your ancestors in the past have really worshipped feminine goddesses is kind of what I'm hearing. But I do feel that there's a line of royalty here. This person is royalty. And they treat you as royalty, and they treat you as such. So that's coming through extremely strong with the Leo energy here. Fire element desire. Like I said, this person does not play. Your ancestor, the person that's particularly coming through, I really feel like it's one. I feel like this is one person in particular that is coming through. They're just like, you are a queen. You are a king. Do you know where you come from? So I really just imagine that you might be you're a descendant from original people of lands. It could be originals in Asia, Africa, here, Native America, South America, but whatever tribe that was probably taken over, most likely, they were royal in that tribe, and they're waiting. This is a lot. I hope that this makes sense, guys. I hope that I'm not sounding crazy. But this person is just like, you're still royal. Do not fall into the traps of the society that's in. It is your destiny to be a leader and take a crown. You weren't made to bow. I'm specifically hearing like you were not made to bow. So if you feel yourself bowing in any way, this particular, I feel again, woman is like, absolutely not. If you don't get up off the ground, like, what are you doing? We know. Absolutely not, is what I'm hearing. And then water element sensing, and I really feel like that is again giving that very feminine energy from this person. I feel like that's a confirmation. Super feminine energy, very scrappy. I'm hearing specifically this person's like, we will reign again. We will reign again. Don't you worry about it. We're making sure that you reign again. So if you have high ambitions and stuff for yourself, don't limit yourself by what you feel. It's your destiny to rise. It's in your DNA to rise. You come from very royal, humble, but royal people. And so that's the energy that's being channeled. But this particular grandmother figure that I'm getting is very much speaking into like, you will rise. We will rise again, baby. Like, do not wait. Do not forget it. Okay. And then we got Jupiter return benefits, right? I feel like this ancestor is being like, you're owed your lineage. So it's not even just you, but even your children's and your children's children are owed these blessings, are owed the spiritual return, because I do feel like they were stripped of something. And so, yeah, let's see. I guess I don't think I actually need the Zodiac cards. Let's just go into what this person has to say. I feel like that was enough information, background for who this person is. So who this person is, a royal, I would definitely say a feminine, a grandmother material. Oh my gosh, the high priestess coming out. So that is who is coming to speak to you. This person was very much, very spiritual. This person easily could have been a witch, a magician of some sort, the Queen of Pentacles. So we're getting Sagittarius and Capricorn represented with the Queen of Pentacles card here. Let's keep going. I'm getting strong Sag too. I feel like, yeah, they probably were a Sag. Capricorn cusp. Please remember I do subscribe to Vedic, so my placements might be a little different. The Three of Wands, the Death card, the Ten of Wands. You know, I just feel like your ancestors is like, we really carry you on our back. Like, we really carry you. When there's been times that you feel like you haven't had any help and you've been super alone, that's when we've been there and revealed ourselves to you. This person never leaves your side. I'm hearing they never leave your side. The Nine of Swords, like, yeah. The Knight of Swords. I'm getting something here about, and this is specific, it's not for everyone. Do not force this to resonate if it does not resonate. I'm just throwing it out there. I feel like this person is kind of like, yeah, the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. They want you to know that you're going to be victorious. Jupiter and Leo. royalty is what this person, royalty is what I keep hearing. Maybe you are linked to Rihanna in some way, or you come from the same island or people. You know, you might have the same lineage. Doesn't have to be, but just throwing that out there because I heard that. Let's see, is this high enough? I'm hearing for some of you, right, back to this, that what might not resonate. I feel like they're saying your mind is stronger, wow, than you're giving it credit for. I feel like this particular ancestor is saying you're scared of your mind, you're scared of your thoughts, but you need to share them. It's limiting you to keep to yourself. For some of you in particular, it really might deal with like your mental health. So maybe mental health has run in your family, and that's something that might, weigh heavy on you. But I do feel like it really is a gift. I'm hearing I do not want to make it, but I'm hearing do not let the structures that define who you are. They will never understand who you are. Don't make them. Just be who you are is really what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh. Be who you are is a message that this particular ancestor has for you. They want you to embrace your gifts. I feel like with the Ten of Wands being here, it's taken a long time to learn them, and perhaps you've been really scared of them, but I really feel like your ancestors, this particular ancestor that is coming through is just like, I have taken a special interest in you to give you a gift of, again, perhaps mediumship, perhaps really being to communicate with dead people. I know this is taking a different turn, but in the past, this might have been considered crazy. You thought that you were crazy. You thought that you were going crazy. You thought maybe I'm schizophrenic, maybe I'm bipolar, and perhaps some of you have been diagnosed. Others of you have not even been diagnosed, haven't had a conversation about it because you never have talked about it with anybody. This is one of the deepest secrets that you keep down in the nail of your pinky toe. No one knows this. It's either one or the two. You're like, because if I open my mouth, I'm going to seem crazy. And if you do open your mouth, then you're like, people have called me crazy. So I really feel that this particular ancestor is like, no, that's a gift. I gave you that gift. I personally made sure that you had that gift. In order for you to bring in this new wave, not only will it bring money, but it'll also give you purpose. I feel like a lot of you are running from your purpose, and this particular ancestor that's coming through is saying, listen, this is your purpose, to have these communication and help people through transformations. But if you're too afraid to embrace your own gifts and embrace that quote unquote crazy side of you, then you'll miss the boat. You'll be trapped in your own mind. You're not meant to. There's a whole oasis of energies waiting for you on the other side. This ancestor really wants you to, you have so much force, and you really are a huge part in bringing back the royalty, the establishment of your particular ancestry. So you do have a high calling with the Saturn and Sagittarius in the middle. Excuse me, you have a lot of responsibilities in this lifetime to your actual lineage. You are really meant to take back some traditions and stuff that have been hidden away with the High Priestess and bring them back into the forefront. So you're meant to embrace, and you are super protected. This ancestor who is asking you to do this is like, I would not tell you to do this and leave you alone. I am right there with you every step of the way. In fact, this could be one of the first people that you end up speaking to, or one of the first people that's spoken to you. They could have visited you in a dream. You could have actually heard their voice, but they've tried to communicate with you a countless amount of times. But I just feel like because of just being scared, you've never allowed yourself to hear them out. And I think once you hear this person out, you'll feel a lot more comfortable in yourself, in this energy, okay? Yeah, I just feel like this person, I don't know if you know this person and that you recently lost them, if this is somebody who resonates with you from this lifetime, they enjoy death. They actually enjoy death. So if you've been nervous about them and wondering how they're doing on the other side, they're fine. They prefer it there. They feel more stable because they can be their most authentic version of themselves. And they wish that they would have embraced themselves quicker, because it feels like they would have saved themselves a hell of a lot of drama. So they want to come in and tell you to really step into your purpose. You have a huge part of them in you, whether this is, again, a recent grandmother that you've had that's recently passed, or a past life connection. You have a huge piece of this person. They specifically requested and asked for you to come into this lifetime so you could share these conversations and abilities, but I feel like it didn't happen. There was a lot of delay. You didn't get a chance to vibrate on that level in this form. And so in this person's death, it's open now. You actually have a more open line of communication than you did, but you have to embrace those gifts with the Knight of Swords to this communication, Death, High Priestess. So this was a really interesting reading. Let me see what else I can get. I feel like Spirit is saying you don't, this ancestor is like, you don't know how far the High Priestess, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Swords to the Ace of Wands. You don't recognize how far your intuition, your spiritual gifts are going to take you in this lifetime. Everything that you've been wanting to experience, travel, Sagittarius energy, everything that you've been wanting to go out and do and make this name for your world, that purpose, this gift, this talent will open you up to all of those things. You will be bound by nothing. You really will have the place to build an empire. It's not about the money. It's what this ancestor is saying, but you need to use your gifts so you can survive in this world, because the world exists. It's set up the way that it's set up. So you can use your natural talents in order to kind of land yourself on that pinnacle. I do feel like they just have a lot of knowledge for you to share. You're very blessed. Possibly in past lives you've been persecuted and all that good stuff. Yay! Shout out for persecution and past life trauma. Woo! But, you know, this is a new lifetime and you're so protected. You know, this person is coming with a vengeance. They have a lot of passion in their heart to redirect themselves and reclaim and, like I said, put their energy, their legacy, their tribe back onto the map, because these gifts were beautiful and recognized. So I do imagine, obviously this is a very short ancestral read, but I really do feel like you need to do, if you haven't done already, you need to do the 23andMe or whatever the heck, ancestry.com, and really get an idea of the lineage that you come from, because I have a feeling that you'll be surprised of how native you are, regardless of what race you are now. You'll be genuine like that. The number is going to be higher than you think it would be. You're gonna be like, oh shiz, like I am really a descendant from X and XX. I had no idea I've been functioning in this way. So this person really wants you to open up and explore that if that's something that you wanted to do. Your ancestor is giving you they want you to do that, because then you'll know where to start looking as far as where your gifts come from. Anything else? Let's see. Is there anything else that this ancestor would like you to know? This ancestor, if you knew them in this lifetime or regardless, or how you recognize them in the spirit realm, is like they have a very huge laugh. They're very loud. That's why I'm just like, they can't believe that you've been able to ignore them, because they're a very loud, funny, boisterous person. Like, and they're just like, what? Like, you know, like they just have a lot of laughter inside of them and all that other stuff. So, and is there anything else? I'm hearing, you know, it's been a long time coming, and I feel like, again, there's just been a lot of, let's see, there's been a lot of having to defend your crown, Mars to Leo, you know, but I feel like that Mars has been towards you, the Seven of Wands. You've had to really defend yourself, defend everything that you've had, and this ancestor is like, we got you, do not let other people define. Oh my gosh, the Empress, oh wow, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles here. Oh man, I didn't realize this many cards came out, so sorry guys. Shoot. This person also wants you to get into a relationship. They're like, ooh, I'm specifically hearing like, ooh, I have you lined up a man. I have you lined up a woman. So they're very much involved in your romantic life too. Like I said, this person is really close to you energetically, guys. Oh my gosh, the Devil card here. Like, you and this person are so energetically linked. Like, it's crazy. The Nine of Wands. But yeah, so the last things that, you know, they would like you to know is that you really are super protected. You are going to be building this empire. They want you to embrace yourself. They want you to love every inch of you. Stop sharing yourself away. You know, practice. I feel like they are saying, listen, you're still in the midst of perfecting this craft. So it's going to take a while with Saturn and Taurus. So you're going to have to be patient with developing this gift, but if you ask for it, they will start giving you I don't know. I don't know. For some of you, I'm seeing that like you would be really good with scrying. You got to find some tools. Some of you, again, I'm getting images of water, like you'll be able to hear channel through water. Some of you, it could be fire. The elements are really important, but there's a very specific kind of way that you will learn how to do the gifts that these ancestors have passed on to you. But it's going to take time to perfect it. So they're saying to be patient with that, because it's going to take time to perfect it. But once it's perfected, you'll never have to like learn it again, if that makes sense. It's going to be different for different people, but I really do think that, you know, this, if you're just, if this didn't make any type of sense to you, then perhaps it's in your pile, but I'm just being drawn to this lapis lazuli, which is talking about psychic intuition, and all that good stuff. So I really, the hope of memories, you might be able to unlock memories from past lives. Like, you're just able to gather information from the spirit realm, and they want you to love that version of you instead of isolating yourself out. And of course, it's going to be different for how each of you interprets, because it's special to you. But the more that you interact and you pray to your ancestors, to your angels, spirit, please gently introduce me to these gifts, ease me into these gifts. I do think that you'll be rewarded. You'll be very surprised at how much you end up knowing just from past lives. You got to unlock this knowledge from past lives too. I feel like you're going to be receiving certain dreams and everything to kind of lead you into the direction that you're meant to be going as far as your soul's purpose. But I imagine that your soul's purpose is a little off. It's different from what other people do. It's different. But embrace that with the Empress energy here. So that is really what I got for you. So now we're going to move into your oracles. But I just want to take a moment, guys, to say thank you so much for your continued appreciation. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. And if you are able and willing to donate, either through $1, $5, or even energetic prayers, here's my Cash App. If you would prefer PayPal, that is in the description box also. But I appreciate you so much, every single one of you, regardless of, anything. The clicks help, the sharing helps, but I so appreciate you. All right, let's get into the end of your reading. So we got, wow, hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positive love, with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So I do feel like you are able, once you are able to protect your energies and all that other stuff, you are going to be able to work miracles. Your gift is a miracle worker. Birds, I'm being this phoenix, these wings. So birds are super important to you. When you see birds or everything, those could easily be your ancestors, giving you a thumbs up. So you might have a fondness for birds. Perhaps you might get a bird. I might need to get a bird and communicate with a bird, because they might help you along with your journey. But I totally imagine this. Your ancestors are speak to you through the chatty behavior of birds. But yeah, you will be able to work miracles with this gift, is what I'm hearing. Your ancestors just really want you to start grounding yourself and focusing on this particular ancestor. Now it's general. Now I feel like that energy, that the very powerful one that started here, they left, and this is like your collective spirit guides, is what I'm hearing. Like they exited the chat. But yeah. So that's really funny. So we got breathe here. Don't worry. 2, 9. That's 11, which gets you back to 2, I believe. So I imagine that you need to find this in stillness, If you're moving, then you're running. If you're trying to channel this energy, it really requires a lot of stillness, is what I'm hearing with the breathe card. And don't worry, like I said, in the past, it might have been categorized as mental health issues, or you're scared that they will lead to mental health issues. It's not. It's just misunderstood in the society that we're in today. But it really is a miracle what you can do. And the moment that you stop trying to fight yourself, or trying to fight it and embrace it and just breathe through it, you'll realize that you are surrounded by love and positivity. And what you're going to be able to accomplish with this gift is magnificent. Imagine, oh my gosh, in time for a nap. Like I said, your dreams are going to be super. If you ask for this gift to be revealed to you, then your dreams are going to start being weird. So I would imagine that you should get a dream journal, because that's the easiest way for the spirits to communicate with you, until you learn how to do it in waking life. That's where the practice is going to come in. But they're going to tell you how to do it in dreams, and then you'll be able to start practicing in waking life. Oh, thank you so much, Spirit, for that coming through. But your imagination is limitless. I don't think that you fully recognize and realize how successful you're going to be when you channel this part of you. And I also don't think that you'll be how unfulfilled you'll be if you don't ask for these gifts. Don't question it, just go for it, because you got so much Sagittarius energy. You will be a leader of some sort. You will end up being a teacher, a guru. People will come to you specifically for this very special gift that you have. And of course, this is pickle pile, but everybody has their own style. How many tarot readers are there on freaking YouTube? But yet you channel to me because I have my own specific style. So you'll have your own specific style, each and every one of you, with how you channel these energies. But I do think that it'll be quite necessary. And there's like a troop of y'all who have meant to come out and really help bridge that gap between the living and the dead, because it's not as far as we think it is. Yeah. Woo, super, super deep. All right, so now let's get into your crystal. And I'm hearing that John Lennon song, Imagine All the People. Is this the one? I feel like some fell, but I don't feel like they are here. So I'm asking Spirit for another one. Can I get another crystal for pile 1, please? Messages from their spirit guides, or messages from their ancestors. Divine Rebel. This one comes out. Oh, wow. Authentic voice, and she shall always prevail. So we got Ascended Master Quan, Yin, and Pearl. Beautiful energy. We have Angel Bath Call and Aquamarine, authentic voice, giving me very Aquarian energy. Cannot help but imagine all this blue. Like I said, some of you, your style has to do with water. You receive information through water. I do not know how that works, so you'll just have to let me know. And you got 51, Goddess Isis and Isis Crystal. She shall always prevail. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. We love that, man. I said, like, yeah, there's a very, very strong tie to the Goddess Isis here. You are a direct descendant of that tribe. You know, I don't know how you interact with myth and mythologies, but whatever it is, either you're a descendant from people who either really believed in her or from her actual physical manifestation, if you believe that that really happened. You know, that's another conversation for another day, but very strong, very, very strong Isis energy. And yeah, I'm going on, but that's so freaking cool. I'm not going to read, I feel like I am going to read this one because I want to hear this authentic voice. But I'll just show you these other ones and you can screenshot them and read it for yourself. So we got the 29 Ascendant Master with the Pearl energy here. So hit pause and you can read that top part in italics. Okay. And then we would do She Will Always Prevail, 51. Sorry I'm making you read, but like, yeah. I know it came out with more cards, but I think you should get the information. Okay, so the italicized part, so you can pause and read that. All right, and then I'm going to read 17, Authentic Voice. I've never seen that card before. Alrighty, so we have Angel, Bath Call, and Aquamarine. Authentic voice. We bring you the gift of authentic voice. We want you to know your own truths and to speak them in your own way because you have something to value. You have something of value to share. Your inner world, your unique viewpoint, and the person that you are. When you speak from your authentic voice, you help others relax, come out of their heads into their hearts, and remember the truth of who they are as well. Your authentic voice doesn't have to sound like the voice of any other. It doesn't need to always be soft, although in its own way, it will be loving. Your authentic voice has a place in the world and has been designed to be a valuable part of the sacred choir of soul voices, which creates music for the universe. Woo! Oh my gosh. As you trust in your authentic voice, your ability to manifest your divine destiny will grow, and your responsible use of the power of your voice will help many. I literally want to scream. Like, that's crazy, insane how in sync this is. Oh my gosh. Please read that for yourself. And I love that it will help the choir of many. There are souls who want to speak to their loved ones, and because you're not because you won't pick up the phone, there's just souls, living souls, dead souls who are just struggling. It really is in your divine destiny to like, what is that? Officiate? I think that's the word. That connection, those connections with others. So like, goodness me, I really hope, again, and like I said, memories of hope. You are so talented, Pile One. I really want to cry. I don't know. I know you're like, I don't do shiz right now, a lot of you, just because of how it is, but you are going to be a miracle worker with your gift when you allow it to happen. Do not be afraid. That is what your ancestors really want you to know, more than anything. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely gorgeous. So it's your destiny. All right, so let's move on. I hope that made sense. Let me know if it does. And peace, guys, until next time. Okay. So now we are moving on into pile number dos. Look through that. Hello, everyone. This is AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card. So this is what messages do your ancestors have for you? And I really hope that this finds you well. So pile one was super duper uber interesting how it played out. I am starting off with the who is your ancestor? In pile one, it was a very specific person, and then it branched out. So I don't know how it's going to read, but we're going to look at who this ancestor is, and then we're going to look at to what they have to say. So your Yu-Gi-Oh card is, the bear blocker. I love it. So we'll see how that ends up playing into the reading. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, this bear blocker. So again, a very protective, guarded energy. This is a guardian angel. I can tell you who's coming through. So let's look at who this particular ancestor is, or who your ancestors are. Wow. So we got these fly out, Gemini and fifth house, Leo energy. It flew out too quickly for me, so I'm gonna stick them back, but I am gonna take note. So it was funny because in pile one, definitely descendant of royalty with that Leo energy there too. That could easily be true for this pile. Oof, my gosh. Okay, all right. Your ancestors, oh my gosh, thank you. They're fast. These are some quick moving people, let me tell you, because I had to chase your animal card. I know who your animal card is, but the way these cards are coming out, like, oof. All right, so we got fifth house creativity. They were like, I already told you the first time. So let's look at that. Mars, Force. Oh, I knew it. Scorpio, Aries energy represented here. Oh, eighth house, Scorpio energy again. An Aquarius, I know. Whew. And then Rahu, North Node, life's purpose. Okay, so who are your ancestors? All right, I really feel like this is a pile one was a specific person. Yours is a group of people. I feel like you definitely come from your ancestors. They, how do I even start? They're very different. They're very, very, very different. They've always been different. So I'm not sure if you've done the past life readings, if you were one of the alien people, but you might come from like your ancestors might be very alien or foreign, and they just kind of came to Earth and they've been here. So that might not resonate with everyone, but I am getting that you definitely come from a group of people who maintained and kept themselves. They didn't really get into the mix of things, if that how do I word it? They didn't fully integrate into the mainstream society. For some of you, I don't want to sound racist or prejudiced, and I hope that this doesn't, because that is my furthest thing for my intention. But I will say, like China, how China kind of built that wall and they didn't really integrate. They are now because of technology, but for a long time, they're pretty isolated. So I'm imagining that there's something that's isolated about your ancestors, and it could just be, they might still be an isolated or misunderstood culture. They might be thriving right now, but I just imagine there's something where your ancestors definitely built a wall or built some sort of protection behind their beliefs. So they're very occult, very magic. Could be that you come from a long line of ancestors who practice voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, all that stuff, but there's something very secretive and occult about your particular tribe. And you can't, you've been very on the hush about it, or they've been very on the hush about it. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why there's these super interesting energies. Wow, Leo, Scorpio, that combination of royalty was in the first pile too. So it's here. So this is definitely a royal type energy. Whoever your ancestors are, they're very good at what they've done. Nobody knows it because they can't brag about it, but they're stars, you know, like it's this eclipsing energy with the 5th house Leo and Aquarius. So they're not able to brag about their gifts in the necessarily, but they're really, really good. Now, I feel like it is what they're probably going to say is like, it's a part of your purpose to bring some of this occult knowledge to the forefront. It's your destiny to bust out of the shell and bring it to light. Excuse me. They want you, your ancestors saying they want you to bring something to light. Very specifically is what I'm hearing. Okay, so now let's get into what they have to say. Yeah, but this is definitely a collective of energies, a team of like I said, very protective. They're very protective of you and very protective of their culture and their knowledge. Very fascinating energy here. But yeah, I just feel like because you're a descendant of this particular tribe, it's like you're privy to more information that people don't know. And perhaps you didn't realize that you were quote unquote weird until much later in life. You're like, whoa, I didn't know that this is how people were getting down. Okay, what does Paul? Cards are a little slow today, I see. All right. And the 2 of Swords comes out first. I was like, what does Pautu's ancestors want them to know? Prince of Wands. High Priestess, so funny. High Priestess came out in Pile 1 too. You could probably watch Pile 1 if you have extra time. I just want some more messages because very similar energies here. The Queen of Swords. So I got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. So yeah, a lot of fire. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aquarius again, the World card. The 7 of Swords. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you come from a very magic ancestral tribe. The Strength card. I really feel like feminines. Look at all this feminine energy. You come from and I knew it. I knew as soon as I claimed that a masculine card was going to come out. I had a feeling, the 6 of Swords. But I want to say it normally is a patriarchy. You come from a line of matriarchal. You come from a matriarchal line. The women hold an extreme amount of power. There are men though, you know, like they do have a counterpart, but it would be like a fraternity sorority. So you know how like you have the I am butchering this to death, but I think the AKAs, do they go with the alphas? I don't know. But you know how you have a sorority and then they have their brother, you know, their brother sister thing, but the sorority is strong enough in its own feminine way. That's kind of how this comes in. Like you have your own feminine tribe. There is a brother tribe to this, to your knowledge, but your people found that they operate better when it's like masculine energy over here, feminine energy over here. And if we need to cross paths and kind of negotiate with one another, then we'll do that. But they really kind of stay on their own lanes is kind of what I'm hearing, because I do feel like the masculine energy is more violent. They're extremely violent, war driven, and the feminine ancestors where you come from are extremely witchy. Like they don't believe in violence. All of their stuff happens on a spiritual plane and they believe more in 5D warfare, where the masculine handles the 3D warfare, the feminines are 5D warfare. So I imagine that there's probably been a lot of magic, curses throughout your family and all kinds of stuff. And again, that doesn't mean I'm thinking about it in my human experience because that's what I have. But it could be more than that. Like this could be like, you know, Star Wars thinking, you know, with aliens and all kinds of stuff. So just take it as it resonates, especially with the Aquarius and the Queen of Swords. I'm hearing aviation. So your people might have lived in the sky for some of you. But regardless of how they interact, they're very, very magical people. And they possess... It's not weird to them, if that makes sense, to like put a spell on somebody. Like that's pretty hexing, all that good stuff. Like that's pretty normal. Strong Louisiana tie. I feel like Louisiana, New Orleans, and just kind of what we hear. Louisiana was a melting pot for all of these different energies to come in. The real witches, you know, the vampires, the warlocks. I do believe that they had a space in Louisiana. at some point where you saw all of these energies kind of vibrate together, where I do, you know, they found that aliens are not found that aliens are real. They're finally admitting that aliens are real from the CIA and the American government. And I think that that just can open the door to a whole bunch of other kind of life forms that we've taken for granted, because this person, your ancestors, have certainly been in the shadows. So yeah, I feel like the messages from your ancestors is that you really need to protect yourself. There has been a spiritual war that has been waged. I'm not trying to scare you, but with that Mars and the life person, there's been a spiritual war that's been waged, and your soul and your mission is to come and clear that out. You are set here to make the record straight. Like, if you are a witch and you start off your own practices, it would be to really remove curses, to remove energies, and to healing energies, because there's do-gooders and do-badders, you know. There's always a balance of good and evil, you know, the Two of Swords piece. And I feel like you come from a line of people who have interacted in both ways, and perhaps you yourself have interacted with magic in both ways. You could have been a practicing witch, or thought about witchcraft in some ways, and perhaps you've hexed people and stuff in the past. But I feel like your ancestors are saying, for you, regardless of how you interact with magic, I'm not here to judge. You know, the universe is ambivalent. I'm not here to judge. But you need to protect yourself. You really need to protect yourself. If you're a person who believes in magic and all that other stuff, and you practice magic, then you have to protect yourself, is what your ancestors are saying. And also be strong to clear the truth. I feel like there is quote unquote, I don't want to say I don't want to butcher this. There's white magic, and then you have black magic. But black magic can still be good, but I don't, the reason why I'm struggling is because I don't want to place labels on it, because energy is energy is energy. But I feel like you use black dark arts to make light situations. And it's so funny because, like, look, dark, blue, you know? So, like, and they're pretty split down the middle. So I feel like your ancestors are kind of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get more cards. I don't know. I think you have a kind of a decision to make, because you have access to all energies. You have access to the lighter attributes and the darker attributes of magic. Okay, they want you to define a space for yourself. Ooh, yes. Okay, thank you. Yes. All right, now it makes sense. One more card, please. Okay, I get it. Thanks for weeble wobbling. Period. Thank you for weeble wobbling with me through that first part, because this is a complex message. All right, and we have the Ace of Wands at the beginning. Thank you for this confirmation. All right, so got it. Your ancestors, you are meant to do light and dark. You believe in that fully, okay? But I feel like your ancestors are asking you to break free, Queen of Wands, break free of the traditions of the past and really start redefining and kind of creating your own version of magic. I feel like because we're in this weird space where things are opening up or whatever, you're constantly like, your ancestors have gifted you the gift of magic, but yet society talks about magic in such a negative way that you're like, well, shiz, is all magic bad magic? Like, that's why we're struggling with even having to word it, because like magic is magic, period. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just magic. And so I imagine that you're hesitant to embrace some of those gifts because you're afraid of the evilness that has been labeled and brought to them. But I feel like your ancestors are saying completely, oh man, oh gosh, okay, now your ancestors are like going off. All right. Whew, okay, they're saying that there's really been a misrepresentation of what magic is, and it's been bastardized, and it's been perverted. Magic has been so perverted, and only the bad stuff gets the press. They're like, only the bad magic gets the press. If it bleeds, it leads, and that's just so not true. And so they're asking you to truly break away from these other traditions that have limited you, because you will find so much strength, strength, right, in the magic and in the occult and in your other gifts. It's time for you to embrace them. And I do think, again, like at some point you're going to be matched. They're also telling you that there's a match for you. You're going to be dealing with a masculine who, like I said, might feel this way about violence. So you might end up dating somebody who's like a real radical person, right? So more Malcolm X, less Martin Luther King. You see what I'm saying? I'll leave it there if you know what I'm talking about. But I imagine that like you're just meant to redefine structures. You got all this major arcana, like you are a phoenix rising from the ashes. And I think that you are meant to give new life, breathe new life into what it means to be a magic person, a witch, an alien, you know, to be able to possess different powers than others. This has been such a freaky deaky reading, guys. I love it. But you just have so much power from beyond the world is really what I'm seeing. I mean, your ancestors in a past life, I would certainly say that you were probably a high priestess. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing Marie Antoinette. I'm getting a strong tie to New Orleans. I'm getting a strong tie to the French. The French are really interesting people when you really look at them. And like I'm getting strong ties to the Caribbean too. Haiti. Yeah, I definitely feel like that Creole. I'm getting such strong Creole energy. And if not, then it's that other alternative, like that aviation where you're from the sky. So if you're from here, Earth, then I would imagine that you could have some very mixed heritage where it caused a lot of blending. So a lot of religions and everything got mixed and mingled together just by different cultures and all kinds of different languages and all that good stuff. Hence, you get the Creole people and all that good stuff. Or you're coming from a space of, you know, you're not even from this planet, so they don't even begin to understand. You're like, bad, what? But I am hearing that your ancestors just want you to divorce yourself from that kind of Puritan lens and start doing what you need to do. The universe is unbiased. You know, you got to do what you need to do. But if you're slinging, you know, if you're doing, but you need to do protective work. If you're doing this type of work and you're interested in witchcraft in that way, you need to do protective work. It's no joke because, you know, energy always responds. And as people are getting more access to spirituality and witchcraft, you know, the curses are going to be more prominent. Hexes are going to be more prominent. That shit really works. It really fucking works. So, please protect yourself, but you're really meant to blow the lid off of it. And your spirit, your ancestors are saying, like, listen, don't let people tell you it's good or bad. It just is. That's a part of who you are. It's a part of your foundation. You were really great at in a past life. You were high priestess energy in a past life. So that's just what you're meant to be doing. Don't let it stop you. But they're also telling you to be prepared. There's somebody that's coming towards you. There's a masculine that's coming towards you very passionately. They want you to know that too. And this person is meant to help. Y'all are meant to do things together because there's a spiritual war being waged for sure. Yeah. Wow, that's so specific, man. Now I'm like, whew, you know, I was like, I need to do protection too. But yeah. Yeah, so that's what I got for your messages. We're going to move into the oracle cards. But before that, I do want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you so much. Drop a comment if this resonated or made any type of sense. I hope that it did, of course. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. And if you can, please consider donating to the channel, guys. It could be $1, $5, or just a good vibes prayer. This is Cash App. If PayPal is more up your alley, then please check out the description box below. And if you like to book a personal reading with me, that information is in the description box below also. So I truly appreciate you guys. Let's get you out of here with your oracle cards. But thank you 1,000 times over. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. The tribe. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I said. There was like there's a whole team of people who are watching out for you. Regeneration, that scorpionic energy. Yeah, you're supposed to give a new name to, you're just supposed to redefine what magic is. Like you're really meant to go through this rebirth, this rebirthing sentence, message in a bottle. Somebody's going to be communicating with you really soon, truth be told. Oh my gosh. There's a masculine. I'm not sure. I do feel like it's a masculine, but you're going to receive a very important message from somebody. And it might just be one of those like, it might be one of those like spooky circumstances, not in a scary way, but it might be one of those spooky circumstances where like you were walking and then somebody's like, I have a message for you. somebody wants to do probably from watching this video. This will be really soon. It might be kind of bizarre, but I really do feel like you should hear this person out because they were sent from your ancestors to deliver a specific message for you. So they want you to work that out, and then you have to let me know if it ends up happening, but I'm getting that. It'll be weird though. I'm saying it's going to be like, that was so weird. Yeah, but we got pronghorn action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So there's a lot of movement happening. It's kind of what your ancestors are also preparing you for. You're about to be on go. There's a lot of stuff that's moving forward. So maybe you've been practicing witchcraft, or like you're really starting to dabble in it, and then it's going to start working out, and then you're going to be like, oh crap. So you're really close to this next phase with all this ace energy. I'm telling you, I had to chase after your card. So there's a lot of fire coming towards you for real, okay? There's a lot of passion coming in for you. There's a lot for you to do. And so that's why your ancestors are like, please protect your neck before this happens. Start doing those rituals if you are a person who works with magic. Oh, wow. Whew. Goddess Durga and Hermitite, Spear of the Guru Mother. And then we got Ascended Master Jesus and Rosafia, meaningful sacrifice. That is hilarious. You got Jesus. So again, that's why I just feel like there's a strong tie to like this Puritan religion and magic. And you want to know, oh my gosh, it's alchemy. Ooh, these readings have been crazy, man. I don't know. And my right hand's itching. So Jesus was the prime example of magic, witchcraft, alchemy. His first miracle was turning water into wine. If that's not witchcraft, I don't know what is. That's pure alchemy. That's why I'm like, the masculine that you relate to is they would call it alchemy, but we call it, for whatever reason, women call it witchcraft. Men call it instinct, women call it intuition. So this is just one of those things. So this is alchemic. Whew, that's wild. So we're going to read both of them. I'll just go ahead and read both of them. But yeah, I'm just hearing like if you're factoring religion into this practice, it's just a part of you. Strong voodoo. I'm really hearing voodoo, and I'm getting Haiti. And that's why they were able to win the revolution. They were, oh my gosh. It's like the Haitian Revolution, guys, specifically, where, you know, the Haitians were able to use witchcraft and religion. And they were extremely Catholic and witchy, and that's how they were truly able to overthrow the systems that be. And so that's why I'm like, I think that instead of choosing one or the other, it's time for you to marry both those things. Like it's meant to be together. You could also have really strong South American roots, you know. There's so much happening. so much happening. Okay, all right. Like I said, your tribe is very chatty. Like, and there's a lot of you. That's not, you're not alone. There's a lot of you, and all of you are getting like this message. Like, it's a weird, like, I don't know. There's like an underground system that's happening for you, where all of the kind of people who are on this page are about to get a really interesting message. But yeah, Jesus Christ. All right. Rosafia. All right, so we have meaningful sacrifice. We bring you the blessing of meaningful sacrifice. To manifest your divine destiny, there are times when want must give way to a greater need. It may feel as though you are being denied the very thing that you yearn for the most. However, when meaningful sacrifice is being asked of you, there is far more generous and loving reality at play. What is being denied now will ultimately create the opportunity for greater gain. This doesn't necessarily resolve the pain of unfulfilled desire in this moment, but it does soothe your soul with the understanding that it will feel denied. It is the only that your fulfillment can come about in a more extraordinary and generous expression in due course. That's so fascinating, guys. So hit pause and read that. I'm for whatever reason, I'm getting that you had to be put in a place where you were so uncomfortable that you turned to magic because you were denying yourself that, but that's really where you shine. So if you've been denied sacrifice, I say, in my humble opinion, and again, I don't practice, I'm interested in practicing it. So this is a very interesting reading, but I'm interested in practicing. But love is about the only thing that I feel like is a no-no, in my opinion, just because it it involves another person and it's free will. You shouldn't ever be taking people's free will away. But when it comes to manifesting your own, like, you can manifest love for yourself. Be like, I want spirit, can you reveal somebody? But if you're putting a love spell on somebody for specific, I personally believe that that's unfair. But if you're trying to manifest money, if you're trying to manifest, you know, the resources that are around you for spirit to give it to you, then I don't see anything wrong in that. I don't know. Again, I'm not any expert on this. I hope to learn. In fact, there's somebody, I'm curious if they end up picking this pile. They know exactly who they are if they ended up picking this pile. But I don't know, so don't take me for gospel, but that's just how I naturally feel about it. And when I've read about alchemy and magic, which I have read about, it's just like, listen, it's okay, but like when you start messing with people's free will, then you start running into issues. But as far as your manifestation, then that's all you, boo, is what I'm hearing. But the other part of this is, why'd I even start that tangent? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you were made so uncomfortable where you felt like you were denied, so you almost felt desperate to have to turn to these gifts, but it wasn't desperation. It was just leading you to get back in tune with your natural self. I'm telling you, Marie Laveau, like, goodness gracious. Talking to some very powerful descendants here. Very powerful descendants. And I wish I knew more. And it's so funny because Marie Laveau is just the one that got the press. And I'm sure that you're like, oh, of course you said her. But there's other people that have been equally as powerful, but who were secret, actual high priestess. So I'm not trying to limit it to that one person, but that's just the energy that I'm getting. All right. So let's move into 52, Spear of the Guru Mother. We bring you the empowerment of the Spear of the Guru Mother. Sometimes there is so much choice that we struggle to commit. It is often not an issue of unwillingness to make an effort, but concern that the choice might not be the right choice. We might pray to the universe to be shown what to do according to wisdom greater than our own. Although our free will is always in place, we are able to accept a task divinely given or rejected. The universe answers every prayer. In your heart, you have been asking for guidance to be shown that you need to do in a particular situation, or perhaps more generally in your life at this point. You want to know the best way to move forward, so your actions are in alignment with heaven. In response, you have now become the Spear of the Guru Mother. Oh my goodness. I really feel like your ancestors are telling you, turn to magic. Turn to magic. If you're not scared, turn to magic, and there you will find them. And you will find a whole tribe of community. So these freaking readings have been crazy. Can you tell? And again, in Vedic wise, can you tell that Jupiter is in freaking Aquarius? Man, there's been so much. And in Western, it's Jupiter and Pisces, which again, you can marry to all this magic. But in Aquarius, it's all these dark things that are being brought to light. That's really what I'm getting. There's all these things that have been dark and hidden, and they're now being brought to light to every individual, and you are protected. Protect your neck. Yeah, so this is super fascinating, but I really do think that it's time for you to embrace your magical gifts. Just keep in mind free will, you know, that's really what I got for you. And do your research and make sure that you're practicing in the safest way possible. It's like one of those things like with, I'm sorry, Pautu, but it's like sex. You know, it's just kind of like, you can have sex willy-nilly, but like you can also use a condom. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're going to have sex one way or another. It just depends on how you're trying to get down. And sometimes you'll be riskier than others. Some people are more riskier than others. But I really think about using magic the same way that people use sex. It's like, it can be for fun. It can be for shits and giggles. It can end up being this real manifestation when you end up creating baby in a new life. Or it could be something that you end up, or something that's super powerful, meaningful, where you're really finding the union. Or it could be just a fun night out. Like, there's so many different layers to it. You were meant to define that and spearhead how you interact with magic yourself. But I think there's different levels and variants, but you are descendants of extremely strong powerful magic people. But on a day-to-day, if you're not super comfortable doing that type of witchcraft, then you should just incorporate little magic into your day-to-day, you know. Full moon magic at the very least. You should be doing magic on the full and new moon at the very least. But I think that you'll end up getting more, of course. But that's what I got for you, pal, too. Sorry for that little in tangent. Hopefully somebody listened to it. But anyways, that's what I got for you. So now we are moving on to pal number Trace. Hello, Pal 3. It is AD with Kosmostrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading, guys. So this is what messages do your ancestors have for you. So the first two piles have been really something. These card readings always take a different turn than what I think that they're going to do, but this has been super fascinating. So we're going to look to see what your ancestors have in store for you. We're going to look at what ancestors are coming through, or what particular ancestor is coming through, and then we'll look at what they have to say, and then we'll end with some oracle cards, okay? So let's look at your Yu-Gi-Oh card. What did pile 3 pick? We got stripping partner. Interesting. So we'll see how and if this ends up playing into the readings. The other ones have, so that's really cool. So we're going to look into pile 3. Excuse me. Who are your ancestors? Who's coming through? For pile 1, it was a specific person. For pile 2, it was a tribe of people. So we'll see how this comes in. Cancer, I feel. All right. So we're getting some strong maternal energy, mother energy. What do your ancestors want you to know? Ooh. So we got air element, communication, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Mercury retrograde, part of fortune increase. Oh, this is really interesting. Capricorn, I use, and then moon, soul. So I'm getting really strong. Yeah, there's something here about mother. Sorry, give me 1 second. This is so fascinating. So I wasn't expecting this. So maybe some of you, like your mother is in a different space, or you, this was a mother in a past life. If your mother's still here, this person has been a mother to you before. Oh, you know what? This might be your kid. I'm going to have to start with your tarot, guys. This is really fascinating to me. And I am stumped isn't the word, but it might have to be the word. You know what I'm saying? Should I use this deck? I'm trying to figure out what deck I should use. Yeah, we're just going to use this deck that I just used. Okay. So let's see what comes out. So who is this person, Spirit? Normally I'm a lot better with these cards, but this stumped me to see all this mom energy. So it could be your mother if she's passed, or it could be your future children. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So it certainly is a mom. And if your mother is alive and well, that's why I'm like looking into it. I do not want to scare you. Prince of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. King of Swords, 10 of Wands, and 9 of Cups, happiness. Okay, 4 of Swords at the bottom. I don't know, guys. I'm having such an energy, such an issue tuning into this energy. Let me get some more coffee. So who is this person? This is definitely, so there's a hard worker here. There's a hard, that's the one thing I can say about this person. I feel like it's a specific person, okay? But this person is definitely a hard worker. They work for everything they've had, and they're very happy. And I feel like they want to work with you. They want to bring something into alignment. They want you to continue to work. They see you working, doing what you're doing, but they want to bring some help and assistance in for you. But there has been a waiting here. We got the 10 of Wands, so there's been a hard burden, a harsh burden. I feel like this person, this particular ancestor, you're taking it, they want you to take something a step further than they did. Like they were working, but they were unfulfilled. They weren't able to complete their mission, and they want you to kind of, they're passing on the baton. I'm so sorry, pal 3. Like I was on a roll, but this is so interesting to me. I'm just trying to get into more of the like personality of this person. But this person has been trying to communicate with you. They want to get into contact with you, and they wanted to contact you directly about work. That's So I'm like, this is so interesting in your ancestors. I don't know if this is somebody who Chiron healing, Virgo analyze. This person, Black Moon Lilith. Oh my gosh, Neptune sacrifice. Well, Spirit is not giving me any help. If you read energies and all the other stuff, then hopefully you understand how difficult this person is coming through for me to tell you who this is. So I feel like a lot of you know who this is already, and you can speak to them directly, and they would prefer you to speak to them directly. They don't want a middle person. I want to keep trying because you're here, but I'm certainly getting that there's an energy. They really want you to. They also want you to look out for your health. There might be something that you're missing with your health, or there might be some changes to your health. Again, and not in a scary way. I would tell you if something was bad, but there's something here where I feel like they're carrying a baton over. They weren't able to complete something, but they want you to complete it. All right. Whew. You know what, Pile 3? I'm sorry. Let me apologize. I think the reason I'm really struggling with this is because I'm not trying to tune into like how heavy this energy is, because I really feel like Pile 3, you've probably lost a mother, a grandmother, certainly a feminine figure, and it's very difficult to get into that. But they are they're really fine, and they really see you working, and they want you to execute this. And this could be a mother that like I just feel like this is your quote unquote, like, I don't want to say real mom, but there's something here that like this particular energy that's coming through, even if they're not your mother in this lifetime, if you still have a mother, that sounds so violent. Oh my gosh. If your mother is still alive and well and thriving, I do not see anything happening. That's not how I'm reading it. But there was probably a disconnect from your mother. Like you felt like you might have felt misunderstood by your mother. So this is the energy that's been your mother before in another space and time, and they weren't able to be a part of your life in this way. That's if you know your mother. If not, if some of you could have been adopted, but there's a disconnect. There's a different mother. There's like a second mother for you. And this is like your spirit mother, like your fairy godmother. And they want to apologize because they couldn't be there for you because they had some other work to do in the other realm that they don't want to tell me about, which is fine. I feel like you come from an extremely, oh my gosh, it feels like this particular mother had to like drop you off, leave, and then go do other stuff, go do other things elsewhere in like another realm. But they're extremely powerful, and they've really kept up with you, and they've made sure that you are going to be okay. So this is like your fairy godmother is really what I'm hearing in a very specific way. Sorry that it took so long to tune into this energy, but this is really complicated. This is really kind of complex. But they want you to keep working. That's what I'm hearing now. We're going to pull the rest of the cards, but I'm really getting this energy where they really want you to keep working. They support you. If you're particularly having issues with your own mother right now, they want this energy wants you to tune into it. It could be Gaia. It could be in the general sense of that, but there is a space of unconditional love, and this mother is ushering in for you. You've been doing a lot alone. They're ushering in help for you. Whew, this is very, whew, that was heavy. Okay, we got through it. Oh, man, I haven't struggled like that in a minute. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was a difficult energy to tune into because I was like, I don't know, like, yeah, this is a mother. Like, this is a mother, but this isn't, I don't feel like this is your biological mother. This is a spiritual, like I said, your ancestors. So, or this could be somebody who, you know, with that being said, this could be also somebody who looked at you as their daughter, but they certainly passed. And they see what you're working with. This person might have known you and your mother. And they're like, your mother's been a trip and a half. And I know what you're going through. I know how she is. But just trust that I've been working this out for you. So this could be like a great grandmother is what I'm hearing. Okay. This could be like a great grandmother or something. Somebody who was older who got to see your mother grow up, see you grow up, and was just like, dang. But I'm doing all that I can to make sure that you're going to be successful over on this end. Not that anything is wrong with your mom, but they see her. They can see her flaws, right? They see where her shortcomings. And we all have flaws and we all have shortcomings. That is no diss, no shade, no tea. But I feel like there's like a second mom, somebody who really guards and protects your energy, and they consider you to be their daughter. They consider you to be their son, regardless of the biological circumstances that exist. This person is extremely dedicated to your fulfillment and your growth in the way that a mother would be. They just are not tangible. Okay. Whew, thank you. All right, we're good. All right, so what do they have to say? What does this mama have to say? The Three of Pentacles, man. They're sending help. That's what I'm hearing. They're like, I'm sending help. I'm sending help. The Queen of Swords. Wow. The King of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. I wasn't trying to take it this like that, but that was really fascinating. The Ten of Swords. Excuse me. What is this? The Eight of Pentacles. This is very work oriented. This is so funny. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Swords, and the Empress. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Oh, man. This song, I woke up with this song in my head, and I used it for my TikTok, but I'm hearing off with the head. Dance till you're dead. Heads will roll, heads will roll, heads will roll on the floor. Like, I woke up with that song and I was like, I'm not angry. I don't think I'm angry. But I feel like this mother is angry. Like, this particular mother is very angry with your circumstances and how you've been treated. They feel like you've been taken advantage of, quite honestly, and they feel like you've been stuck and you've been trapped because people haven't been able to see you, but they're ending this cycle and their heads will roll. If there's people who have like betrayed you and stuff in the past or like brought you any type of harm in any way, trust me, this is Mama Bear energy. They are coming and you will start hearing about the karma that people have received. Literally, heads are rolling in honor of you because I don't think that you've done anything. About 3. I really don't think that you've done anything. I think that you've tried your best. I think that you've just been trying to work and there's been blockages. You know, they're sending you a partner. Oh, right. Wasn't this partner? Yes, partner. Amen. I love it that these Yu-Gi-Oh cards are tuning into the reading, guys. Like, it's the best, period. But they're really orchestrating partnerships for you to come in so you can kind of execute these things, and they want you to feel safe in these new partnerships. Okay, I get it. They want you to feel safe in these new partnerships that are coming towards you because the partnerships in the past have been janky and they weren't able to do anything. Like, I feel like this person was like, when I tell you I've wanted to give them their karma quickly, but I just genuinely couldn't because of the laws of karma. But now it's time. Now that cycle is over. Now it's over. It's a wrap. You were meant to lead. You were meant to step in and embrace this Empress quality. And I feel like this angel, this earth mother, your fairy godmother is really trying to orchestrate these changes in your life so you can step into that Empress energy for sure. There's been a lot of stagnation that's happened here as far as working, but I do feel like that your ancestor, they really want you to know that you are a queen. They saw it in you early. They really feel very passionate about you. They feel passionate about what the legacy what you're going to be able to build. But you are certainly meant to be in command. Your fairy godmother, and again, this is regardless if you're a boy or a girl. This energy that's coming through is a woman, so that's why I'm saying that. But they're like, you're not supposed to be bowing down to anybody. You are meant to sit on your throne. And if you're having relationship problems, this person is like, we've never, cowered to a masculine. We've never cowered to a feminine, however that relates to you. They're saying that you need to take control. Do not cower to anyone, is what I'm hearing. It's very strong. It's like you're always equal. You are mentally fit. You're just as smart as the person next to you. Don't ever let anybody take that away from you. You're just as smart, if not smarter, with that Empress energy here. I do feel like this person wants to communicate to you because you're not seeing how work is going to work out for you. Work is this Pentacle energy, that Capricorn energy. This is a major issue. So they're coming at a more, they're again, different. All these piles are so freaking different. Ooh, this is the Four of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. Oh, man. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay. they're orchestrating you leaving. You're meant to leave. You know, this is normally the home card. The Eight of Cups is walking away to the Nine of Wands. You're meant to leave and go kind of fend for yourself, but they're helping you on the other end. I just feel like, I don't know, they want you to leave. Whatever situation that you're in right now, they want you to leave because you'll shine further when you're gone. They feel like you're being blocked right now, and they want to tell you that they're orchestrating people to come in and help you rise to this occasion. But even this person who's helping you, don't take them for God. They're not God either. They're just helping you get out of the situation, and that's the soul contract is really what I'm hearing too for you. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there's one more card. Can I get one more card for our pile threes? Oh, the Star. I love it. So we got the Four of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Knight of Cereal. The Knight of Pentacles and the Four. So we got 2 4s. So 44. When you see 44 in particular, or fours, that is this person, this energy speaking to you. But they're taking care of it. They're taking care of it. There's nothing that you can do is what I'm hearing. There's nothing that you can do. They're taking care of it. Whatever it is, this energy that you felt like you've been stuck in, your angels are taking the reins, and they're making sure that to give you a solid leg to walk out on. But you have to remain faithful and hopeful. And when this opportunity comes for you to leave, they need you to take it. They want you to take it. They're preparing you. I'm really hearing that for you specifically, pile 3, you're in a situation that you're trying to get out of. You don't necessarily see a way out. This person is fully orchestrating that you get out of that situation so you can truly be yourself and shine. So I do feel like there's a little bit of a trap. There's an entrap period here, but this ancestor is ushering in really strongly that you won't be in the situation anymore. Is that 4 again? 444. Yeah. And you'll have help, but you're meant to be a leader. They don't want you to think that you need to take the back seat when this opportunity comes. This is where you're supposed to shine. It's a very specific message. Anything else? Whew. This was more, I don't know, this dealt with more worldly thing with that Capricorn energy. The other 2 piles are like more ethereal. This one is very much in the reality, in the now. They're giving you a very specific for now. Because perhaps you already are a pretty spiritual person. Maybe you already do cards. Maybe you're already super spiritual and you're just like, dang, I feel so trapped by my environment. I feel like I can't get out of this situation. I feel like I need divine intervention. And this fairy godmother is like, I am helping you. I am going to make sure that you get out of the situation. I'm sending somebody. They're coming. They're going to be wearing this type of shirt. This, they're going to be looking like this. They're going to come in and you're going to click 3 times and then they're going to take you away. But after you go, I need you to be yourself. I need you to shine. If you leave, I need you to step into this Empress energy, regardless of gender. It's very practical. Like they're giving you very practical solutions. So you could come in with enough money to move. Your Swords, 5 of Wands. Knave of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like somebody energetically, they owe you some money. They owe you money. It's kind of what Spirit is saying. There's a masculine energy, King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, where there's been some heartache in the past. There's been some conflicts in the past. And they want to apologize with some money. And this is the money that this person gave to them a while ago, and I feel like they didn't do the right. They might have taken it for themselves, but there's an apology and a peace offering that's coming through with this money that was already given to them. This is so complicated, and then it's going to cause you. This gift is going to cause you to blossom and bloom and step into your space. But this earth, this mother, this spiritual mother that you have, they are saying, I left you money for you to get out of a situation. I'm about to give you this money through a masculine who's about to apologize through something. And they're going to give you some money. That money is from me personally. They're the ones handing it to you, but it's from me. And the first thing I need you to do is leave where you are right now and then go be the person that you're meant to be. That is the message from your ancestor very specifically. Golly, that took so much to get out because it's so simple. Like I had to completely switch gears. I had to completely switch gears, but this would be somebody, I would say, really much a great grandmother, a grandmother, somebody who took care of you when you were younger, when your mother was kind of doing her own thing. Again, no judgment, but I just feel like somebody else was your primary caretaker at this point in time, and this person, like, they couldn't live forever. If they lived forever, they would have sent you off correctly. They just could not live forever. And so now they're just like, well, dang it. And they've had to be patient for you to grow up, for the universe to work, because time works differently on energetic fields too. So I feel like this person has definitely put it out there for you to receive this money by way of a masculine. There's been conflict in the past, but it's going to work out. They're coming with an apology and offering you money. And it's a nice chunk of change. It's enough for you to get out of the situation that you're in. But trust, this was money that you were owed. You were owed this money. I can't express that enough. They put it away for you for sure. So we got, I love it. And I was going to say, oh man, I almost forgot. We're going to move into your oracles, guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and move in. Now I'm off course. This reading really took me a second because I was like very emotional up top, which is difficult for me. No, I'm just kidding. But okay, we got Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up and good luck will follow. Oh my gosh. This person believes in you so much. They believed in you on this round. They believe in you so much, and they knew from a youngin' that you were super talented, and they want you to persevere. They want you to keep going. They love this Aries energy. Perhaps you might have shared that in some way, but they want you to keep going. They think that you have so many gifts, you're so talented, and they want you to follow them. They have something coming for you. They want you to use this gift to go do what you want to do, because you have a higher calling for yourself, and they want you to go for it with that Aries energy. They do not want you to stop. Never give up. This person is saying never give up. Never give up on your dreams. Yes, it's pretty bleak right now. Nothing's happening, but they promise, they have orchestrated this in divine timing for you to be ready to leave and go claim your majesty, go claim your crown. You will have enough money, just enough. It's not going to be like millions of dollars where you never have to work again, but you will have just enough for you to move and go start somewhere else. Excuse me, just enough. And they want you to have it. They truly want you to have it. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. And I think that you've been very patient. And just continue to be patient during this process with these double fours. Like I said, there's really nothing that you can do. This person understands the circumstance and that you're in. And they feel bad and they want to help. And they want you to get out of the situation. But there's nothing that you can do in your current existence but ground yourself, meditate, remain patient until this kind of falls through, and not till this follows through, and then you get the green light. Give me the green light. Give me just one night. I'm ready to go right now. Like, I feel like that. You will get the green light, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's keep going into your oracles. Like I said, I did this a little out of order. Clean it up. That came out really soon. So, and again, all this brown pinnacle energy. So they really want you to just get it. Start getting yourself together, because you're leaving. Like, start wrapping things up where you are now, because you're not going to be there much longer. And they want to clean up the mess that was made behind this finances to begin with. You know, I feel like this money was owed to you from before. Fork in the road. They're presenting you with a decision. Never ending story. They're giving you the opportunity for you to walk out of this cycle of this, like, I feel like you felt like this a lot, you know, and 3-7, but you got 10, so 1. So they want to give you a fresh start. They want to give you an out. 13, normally the death card, 4. So it's like you've been stuck, but they want you to get out of there. There's more with 2, 1, 3, like there's more. Yeah, be flexible. 1, 9, again, another card of just closing out a cycle. Be flexible, be mobile, be nimble, because you're going to have to, oh yeah, I was like, you're going to have to, like, I don't know, what is it? I'm getting those images, you know, and they have like those secret like booby traps. Like, there's a lot of booby traps, and you're having to, you know, do flips, kicks and stuff to get out of it. But the treasure is real. Wow, the treasure is real. Yes, there are booby traps, but you know them. You've practiced for this. You are nimble. You are, you know, John be nimble, John be quick, whatever that, I know I'm butchering it, but you dunked it over the candlestick. You know, this is your time and new life. There's more for you. Serendipity. Things are just going to start aligning for you. It's going to feel like magic. A 4-leaf clover. But yeah, you have a new life, but you're going to have to, like, again, kind of work around the booby traps. But you have a choice to get out of this stupid cycle that you're in. And I feel like stupid is the best word. I don't think I ever have really used that word on this channel. But it's dumb. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so dumb. I feel like I moved 2 steps forward to get 5 steps back. And I don't see how I'm going to get out of this situation because I'm surrounded by lunatics. This person is like, this mother for you realized that you were surrounded by people like that. And so they planned ahead. That Capricorn energy. Yeah, this person had mad Capricorn energy. They were all about survival, and they looked at probably your current mother in this incarnation and were like, oh my gosh, poor baby. Not in a negative way though, not in a negative way at all. But let's just say that your mother is, you know, always been like really dramatic or over the top. It's not bad. It's just like, they're like, oh man, I'm gonna need to help because this person isn't gonna be able to see them the way that they need to be seen. So they're really watching out for you. Goodness gracious. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow, ruby aura quartz. That's so pretty. Wow, and then at the bottom of the deck, oh man. So yeah. And it's funny that these cards came from the bottom of the deck because I really feel like this is an underlying energy. This is underlying energy. Until it reveals itself, you're not going to see it, you know? So you won't be able to watch it. All right, so let's look. So we got 49, Goddess Maya, and Ruby Aura Quartz. $49, $49, $49. Okay, of course I passed it. All right, okay. Searing presence. We bring you the empowerment of searing presence. This empowerment enables you to see the truth, to see truth unveiled, naked divinity, and all its beauty and mystery. In your willingness to become present, you shall witness the truth that will set your spirit free and make your heart come alive with divine love. No lie, deception, fear, or agenda remains hidden in searing presence, the ruthless compassion of which details pure truth. With this empowering, you are going to see what you need to see. You are going to be able to see the truth that there is only ever love seeking to free, heal, and discover itself. You will feel the grace that permeates your life and assist all beings. All impatience, doubt, uncertainty, and confusion shall give way, becoming soft, like wax melted by a lit candle, and only the beautiful light of truth shall remain. Oh man, it's so funny, that candle. So maybe you have to light a candle. Light a candle for this person. They want you to light a candle for them. If you're Catholic and you're familiar with those 9-day candles, I really do think that you should look into that. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of candle magic that this person would like for you to do, to just interact with this energy. You might be drawn to pile 2 also, because this was a very specific message, pile 3. So if you were called to another pile, I would suggest that you watch it because it's another leg of this, but this was very, I'm talking to you, pile 3. Let's see. Yeah, and I never got any of these. Oh, 33. This is so funny. Okay. Expansion. I literally looked up number 33 today because that number haunts me. So that's really funny. And it haunts me in the best way. So I'm reading. I did not read all of pile 1. So I apologize to pile 1 if you watch this. But I haven't seen all these other cards I've never seen before. I've never seen this card, never seen that card, and I don't think I've seen that card. So 33. Where is it? Where to go? Okay, Ascendant Master Helios and Citrine. Isn't Helios the sun god? Yeah, I think so. Your time to shine. We bring you the blessings of time to shine. On the divine path, you gain empowerment through surrender and alignment with divine consciousness greater than your own. As you choose to surrender into higher consciousness through prayer and intention, you are held in a field of divine protection. You also gain strength, wisdom, and understanding. You release fear and gain love's power. You become increasingly radiant, discovering more of your own divine identity. At some point on your path, while this is always happening for you in your own inner planes, you will be ready to perform in a similar function on the outer planes of the world of all forms. This is when you will be asked to bravely shine your light to help those in need, perhaps lost in the darkness of some sort in the physical world. So you can take that, hit pause, look at that. But I absolutely do. Oh, that was pretty quick. But I really do feel like it is your time to shine. This person wants you to step into that Empress energy regardless. They saw it in you. They wanted this for you. They knew that it was going to be a matter of time. There were some hiccups along the way. But trust me. There were some hiccups along the way, but this person is like, all right, we're getting you to where you need to go. And then finally, we got Goddess Ishtar and Astrophilite. We bring you the empowerment. It's so funny, empowerment. That does not work. You had empowerment in every form. So you should feel empowered, even though you feel so disempowered right now. This person is making sure that you step into the light. Oh my gosh, this person is so passionate about you, your dreams, your aspiration. They think that you are the most talented, gifted person on this planet. They saw it. I do feel like you knew this person. In this physical realm, in this plane, this person saw you, thought that you were amazing, talented. They wanted to support you, but they died because they were older. And they could not live forever, but they would have wanted to see you shine, but they couldn't do it. That's so funny, but they're very, very present. They're very present. So we bring you the empowerment of daring rebirth. The bold spirit in you claims the divine defiance of the phoenix. It refuses defeat at every turn. No matter who or what makes you seek to overpower your spirit, your peace, your loving heart, and your wild optimism, you shall triumph in a divine and daring rebirth. Do not limit yourself with expectations, whether from another or your own mind. There is so much possible for you, a radically different and new you to become. Believe, and so shall it be. What a beautiful energy to end on. I mean, rising like the phoenix, guys. I really feel like this person wants you to dare to be different, is what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, I think that this is probably my pile, man, to an extent. It's just so funny, but like, dare to be different, dare to shine. This person is definitely coming over from the other side to give you some tangible money, some money that you are owed. That you are absolutely owed through a masculine, and they expect you to take that money and for you to go live your dreams. They are expecting you to shatter expectation. There are people who are around you right now who love you. Absolutely. It's not about not loving you. They absolutely love you, but they don't understand what you're supposed to be doing. And so they're not able to help you and encourage you in the way that you think that you need right now. And that is totally okay. That's no shade, no tea. That's just how it is. Sometimes it happens. But this person, this fairy godmother, this great grandmother, for a lot of you, they are specifically making sure that you have everything that you need in order to be successful. And they will not rest until they're giving you a real opportunity right now to take it, for you to leave the current situation that you're in, so you can go do what you've been meant to do the whole time. They think that you're a star and they want you to shine. Whew, okay, dang, that was a lot. So that's what I got for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment. Let me know if this resonated. I am so sorry for the top of this Pile 3. That was such a mess, but it took me a minute to tune into that energy. But we're here. We got it. Turned out to be an absolutely beautiful message. Yeah, don't forget to, again, like, share, and subscribe. Check out that description box for TikTok, Instagram, and if you'd like and are able to and willing to donate to the channel, I would so appreciate it. Here's my Cash App, guys. If PayPal is more up your speed, that link is in the description box below. $1, $5, or even just a prayer helps so much. So just consider it. I literally don't make any money off of these daggone videos anymore because YouTube's funky. So just take that into consideration. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can shoot me an email. And yeah, that's all I got. Peace, guys. Until next time.